Hey everybody, this is Mr. Robinson. This is our gold belt, white stripe. And our first piece is we're gonna make sure you guys know how to tie your belt correctly. Now, one thing that I wanna explain about your belt that you just earned as a gold belt is something that you earned, you worked hard for. So the thing that we don't wanna see as coaches is you guys disrespecting your belt by throwing it around, dragging it on the floor, playing jump rope with it. We want you to show respect to your belt. So therefore, we want you to know how to tie it correctly. So how we're gonna start is we're gonna take the tips of the belt, we're gonna make them touch, and we find the center right here, and we just right to there. From here, I'm gonna take that part, I'm gonna put it on my belly button like I'm making a belly button mustache. Now from here, I'm gonna wrap it around, and as I wrap it, here, I pass it along to the other hand, just like this, and I bring the two pieces in front. Now I don't wanna pull it so tight that it makes my belly hurt. I'm just taut. Now from here, I'm gonna bring it out like this, and I'm gonna make the tips touch again. All right, now once I do that, I'm gonna hold it like a baseball bat. When I hold it like a baseball bat, I slide the bottom hand down and I let that go. Now I got two pieces right here. I'm gonna take one piece over the top of the bottom piece, and then from here, I'm gonna stick my thumb right on the piece of my belly, and I'm gonna pinch all three of those pieces together. Now once that happens, the piece that's on the outside is gonna come up and through the hole, just like that. Now I got a top one and a bottom one. And I hold them just like this. The top one, I'm gonna take over the bottom one and then up and through the hole again. And now the pieces should be side to side. So when I pull it tight, that belly button mustache is looking really good. And then here, I drop it and it should be even Steven, just like that. And that is a basic belt tie. Okay guys, our second clip on our gold belt with white stripe is gonna be a defense, and we're gonna be using this a lot in sparring, okay? So from here, we'll start attention stance, bow for respect. We're gonna go action stance number one, just like this. Now we're gonna work what we call the straight body cover. This would be when somebody's trying to throw 1-2 punches at our belly. So what I'm gonna do is my action stance is just like this, and all I'm gonna do is just bring my elbows in, and I'm gonna crunch into like a tight chicken wing or like a tight shell for the front part of my body. So I'm protecting all this real estate. So bring it in nice and tight like this and for a basic crunch, okay? So I'm in my action stance. So if a coach was repping it out, and they would say 1, shh, 2, shh. Now I'm making sure I breathe because you gotta remember that person's trying to hit me. So if I bring Coach Gears in here real quick, and he's standing in front of me, all right, I'm like this and he goes to punch, shh, 1, 2, shh, there it is, again, shh, shh. Okay, so I don't want to eat those punches to the belly because that hurts really bad, okay? So from here, shh, shh, or let's say he brings up a push kick. Here, shh, I bring them elbows in so I don't get hit in the belly, okay? So this is what we call the straight body cover right here for defense, okay? So we're not eating those punches to the gut. Hey everyone, this is Mr. Robinson. We're in our gold belt, gold stripe. We're gonna go over the roundhouse kick, okay? So, it's very important when we're doing the roundhouse kick. First off, we know what part of the foot we're gonna kick with, okay? So first part on the roundhouse kick, we're gonna be kicking with our low shin, okay? Not the top of our foot, but with the low shin. So how this is gonna get started, we'll start attention stance, bow for respect, go action stance number 1. Kia. Now I'm in my stance. Now let's pretend like you guys are the mirror. My back foot, I'm gonna turn and point to the corner of the room. Now, if my front foot was 12 o'clock, my back foot would look like 5 o'clock. Here, I'm gonna put all the weight on my back leg, where a little bit of weight is on my front, where I can pick that knee up just like this, and I can flop that foot out, okay? And I bring it back. Now, when I do this, I don't wanna be opening my hands up. For right now, just keep it tight covered. Here I stand tall, shh, just like this, shh. Now, a lot of people, their foot's gonna be like that. This back foot's gotta be pivoted. Ready? Shh. Now from here, if I change angles right here, this is my action stance number 1, but now I turn that back foot and I open up my hips, okay? My hands are like this, I bring my weight back to this leg to where my foot's kind of like tapping like this, and I can pick that knee up, and when I pick that knee up, I can throw that kick out, I point my toes, and then I bring it back. Shh, shh, shh. Or to switch my feet, Kia. My front foot faces 12 o'clock, my back foot faces 7 o'clock. All my weight is on my back leg, I'm kind of standing tall, I bring that knee up, shh, shh. All right, looking this way. This is my action stance number 2. Front foot facing this way. Just like this. Hands are up. Shh. Shh. Not opening everything up. If Coach Gears stepped in for a second and we were going to be sparring, okay? Let's say on, switch me spots here for a second, Coach. If I were to kick him, I would be wanting to hit him in the belly. I'm in my stance with my front leg. Shh. Just like that. Shh. Okay? That's where we would be hitting them, is in the sides. All of our kicks are above the belt. And again, that's our front leg roundhouse kick. All right, guys, Mr. Robinson here. We are on our gold belt, blue stripe self-defense techniques, okay? So we're going to be teaching our palm strike today. That'll be our first technique. So we'll start, we'll come to attention, we'll bow for respect. We're going to get our action stance number 1, Kia. Now from here, action stance means I'm ready to take action. So now what's going to happen in a self-defense situation is we'll learn how to throw a palm strike, just like this. So first thing we're going to do is open that hand up, nice and flat, keep our thumb tucked in. We're going to be hitting with the bottom part right here. It's almost like the smiley face of the palm. Now with my hands are up, both hands are going to be open. I'm going to bring that hand back and retract it right by my ear, kind of like somebody's whispering a secret in my ear. And then from here, I'm going to extend that palm strike out straight, just like this, with my rear hand, and I'm going to pivot, just like I'm throwing a 2-punch, but I'm here, shh, just like this. So my hands are open, shh, shh, shh. Now from here, if I switch my stance, Kia, back hand comes back, throws it straight out. I still got the pivot, my shoulders rotating, and my hands are up protecting myself. Shh, shh, shh. Now from here, if I take my stance like this, I'm in action stance number 1, hands are up, shh. Now hands never drop below the face. Shh, shh, shh. And you'll notice that my belt's swinging real good too. Switch my stance, shh, shh, shh. My belt swing, that means I'm getting good rotation. Okay, so that is our palm strike. Our next technique in our gold belt blue stripe is going to be our self-defense when somebody kind of grabs our shirt or touches our shoulder. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over some basic defense to where we're going to push the hand across the body, just like this. So if a person was touching me on this shoulder, I would push their hand across my body. If they're touching me on this shoulder, I would push their hand across my body, okay? And how we're going to warm up with that is if somebody does grab my shirt, so I'll bring in my coach here, Mr. Gears. So first thing is if somebody grabs me by the shirt and I'm standing square, we're going to step back immediately on the open side. I don't want to step back with this side, okay? So if he touches this side, I step back with this side and my hands are going to come up. Now you'll notice this hand's on the outside, this hand's on the inside. We're going to go palm strike, grab the wrist, push it across the body, palm strike, just like that, okay? So he grabs, I immediately step back, hands are up, palm strike, push across, palm strike, all right? And if he was doing it on the other side here, I would step back, hands are up, palm strike, push across, palm strike, okay? So those are on the left side and the right side. We go palm strike, push across, palm strike. Now, our third technique would just be a double. If we get to here on the double, what I want you to do is we're going to go up and to the side. So my hands are going to come up like this. I step back in a stance. Here, up, to the side, palm strike. Okay? Just like this. So here, up, to the side, and palm strike. Okay? So those would be our variations of our push across the body, shoulder grab, with palm strike for our self-defense technique. Hey everyone, Mr. Robinson here. I'm here with Mr. Gears. We're going to do our wrestling technique, which is for our gold belt, purple stripe, okay? So we're facing each other like this. We're trying to get the other person down, right? So I'm going to reach up like this, and I'm going to take my hand, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to cup his neck, just like this. As I cup his neck, I'm going to pull and twist him over. Now, as soon as I do that, all right, I'm going to come in, I'm going to hug his neck with my back hand, and I'm going to bring this hand back, and I'm going to get into what we call the lockdown position, okay? I don't want to stay holding the neck here with this arm. I'm going to bring this arm back and put it right back to here to my lockdown. This is our reference point, okay? So let's do it again here. Now, the reason we're doing this is because as a white belt, we went for the underhook takedown. So I grabbed his wrist, I'm going for this underhook. He's keeping his chicken wing super tight. So I'm trying to come in and get that underhook. So I just say, Forget it, I'm going for the neck. Pull and twist. Hug the neck here, hug the arm, knee to the hip, knee to the armpit. All right, so circle around here just a little bit so you guys can see, and we're locked up nice and tight just like that so he can't go anywhere, okay? All right, that's gonna be our neck hook takedown to lockdown. All right, everybody, Mr. Robinson here. We're doing gold belt, red stripe, our grappling stripe. So first we're gonna start with a little drill on how to pass the guard, okay? So from here, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start with my hands down like this, okay? I got my hands down, and I want everybody to say, we're gonna say biceps. So I got biceps, belly, belly, hips, okay? So we go biceps, belly, belly, hips. Then from here, we're gonna go out, in, out, hand to the knee, all right? Push the knee down, all right? So when I'm sitting like this, if I go action stance number 1, it's just action stance on our knees, okay? So you see? So we go biceps, belly, belly, hips. Then from here, we go action stance number 1. Boom, push that knee down, all right? Or we'll go biceps, belly, hips, action stance number 2, all right? Push the knee down, okay? So that's our first piece. I'm gonna bring Coach in really quick. So we're gonna start here in the guard. This is the guard position. I'm in Coach's guard right here, okay? So I'm in between his legs and his legs are locked. I'm gonna put my hands on his biceps, just like this. So I go biceps, then I go hand to the belly, hand to the belly. Then from here, I get my knees in, and then I go hips. So my hips are tucked in, then I'm gonna go action stance number 1. Knee back, hand to the knee. I push that knee down just like that, all right? Once that knee's been pushed down, my hand's on the hip, my hand's on the knee, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna hop over to the lockdown just like this, okay? One more time. Here, biceps, belly, hips. Action stance number 1. Push that knee down. I keep my hand all nice and tight, smushing that leg. Hand on his hip, smushing that. I do a push-up. Push-up, tippy-toe around, right into my lockdown, okay? So, one more time here. We'll face the mirror, face the camera, so you guys can see. Here, biceps, belly, hips. We'll go action stance number 2, right to that knee. Hand stays on his belly. I don't want to be like this. Hand on the belly. Push his leg down. Push-up position all the way around to my lockdown, okay? So that is our hop over pass. Okay, our second piece is what we call the top control drill. So the bottom guy's in prayer position, top guy. You're in what we call the lockdown like this. I'm nice and tight. Now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my hands up. Boom, just like this. And then from here, I'm gonna bring my hands around and I'm gonna put them on the floor and I'm gonna go long legs. All the way around. All the way around, spin all the way around the top. Knees in tight, hug the head, get the lockdown. All right, from here, I unlock. Bring my hands out, put them on the floor, spin around, just like this. Knees in tight, hug the head, and smush. That is our top control. Last piece, this is what we call cut to the mount. I'm here, I'm in the lockdown here. All I'm gonna do is I bring my knee up and I slide it all the way over the top, just like this. And I get it underneath his butt, arm out wide, and I stay chest to chest, nice and tight, okay? One more time. Here, bring that knee up, cut it around. 1, 2, just like that. Last piece, this is called the bridge and roll. This is an escape. So, I'm sitting on Coach right now. He is prayer position. He's gonna bump me up. My hands touch the mat. He reaches up, grabs my hand with both hands and pulls it in tight to his chest. He's holding this thing so tight, just like this. He's got it nice and tight. He hooks my foot. So So he's got this arm and this foot, and then he's going to go that way. So he does a big bump and a kick over. And then from here, I cross my feet up, just like that. And then he'll put his hands right on my biceps. Okay, let's do it again here, coach. So we're here. He bumps me. Boom. Hooks the arm. Hooks the foot. Kicks over. Just like that. All right? Okay, so for testing, we're going to be putting all these techniques together. Okay, so this is how we'll actually test the kids. So we're going to start right here just like this. In closed guard. Biceps. Belly. Hips. Action stance number 2 or number 1. Push the legs down. Up and over. Lock down. Unlock. Spin around. Lock down. Cut to the mount. Sit up. Bump. Trap the arm. Trap the foot. Kick over. And then the other student will repeat the process. Okay, so this is finals on our grappling techniques for our gold belt. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Robinson here with our gold belt black stripe. Parents, this is where we need the most help from you guys. We're going to be going over our stranger danger. So here's the thing. Parents, we need to teach our children what to say and how to deal with an adult. We do not want them having a conversation with an adult. We do not want them answering questions. We need a simple, easy response that they can remember, and that's all they do. And their goal is to create as much awareness as possible if they're in public or in a bathroom, anywhere. Bring as much attention to them as possible. It's the old saying, if you've ever gone out to dinner before with your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever, and you're having a great night, and then all of a sudden you hear a screaming baby. A screaming baby is bringing attention to itself. And it's a good analogy because even a child's voice can be loud. And we want to teach them what to say and how to say it. We don't need any more than that. Then we follow up with techniques after that. Okay? So we're going to get into our script. Our basic script is, stop, stranger, I don't know you. So this is something that we want to rehearse with the kids. So how this is going to work is if a stranger would present themselves to them and ask them a question. The question could be simple. Hey guys, how's it going? Stop, stranger, I don't know you. If they follow up, hey, do you guys want to come with me and get an ice cream? Stop, stranger, I don't know you. So these are the things that we want to keep teaching them. And it doesn't matter the question. It could be, hey, your mom told me to stop down and pick you up. Stop, stranger, I don't know you. They could say, oh, well, your mom told me the password code. It's okay, you're allowed to come with me. Stop, stranger, I don't know you. So we're teaching them to step back with their hands up, fingertips out, chin down, and to be loud and to be firm. And to know a stranger is a person you don't know. And they are a stranger until mom and dad says it's okay. All right? So it doesn't matter the question. Come up with your own. We're going to try to push the kids as much as possible with this kind of stuff. But we need you to do your part and to follow up with them at home.